Michelle Carter. I'm the owner of MCB Nurse Consultant, and I help directors and nurses in long-term care to overcome exhaustion and frustration in their role as a director of nursing. I help them become more confident, more empowering, and more impactful for their team and for their organizations. Today, I wanted to kind of talk to you about staffing challenges. As you know, staffing challenges are so prevalent in long-term care. It's happening to us all in every aspect of long-term care. We're running into staffing issues, but we're especially running into staffing challenges in our nursing departments. As a director of nursing for over 17 years, I have seen the ups and the downs of our staffing challenges, but I think this era has been one of the most challenging ones in my last 17 years. We've just come out of a pandemic. We're not getting as many people coming into the workforce, coming into healthcare, and even coming into long-term care as we expected. We're getting hit with more regulatory compliance regulations that may be having it more challenging to have staff. And then we're overwhelmed with having so many agency staff members in our buildings. So what we want to do is we want to try to be impactful leaders to be able to have better retention for our staff and better recruitment for our staff. And some ways that we could do that is by mastering performance in long-term care. I want to talk to you about how you can use performance in long-term care and managing performance in long-term care to help retain and recruit staff members. One of the ways you can do that is when you're recruiting your staff members is set clear performance expectations. During your interview process, set clear expectations of what the performance expectation is for your new potential employees coming in. Ask those questions during the interview process. Ask them certain things. If you know, what have they done with safety? How can they keep their residents and their team members safe? How are their call-offs? Do they feel it's important that people work together as a team? Are they team players or also are they team leaders? So those are some of the questions you can ask as you go through your interview process. You want to, once they become an employee, it would be really, really good to try to have goals for your nursing team and especially your new people coming in. That's going to give them a clear expectation of what they need to achieve and what is going to be their next steps. You also want to make sure that you explain these expectations to them in terms where they can understand and make the expectations related to their job descriptions. If you're having supervisors come in, you might want to have some type of expectations for them to be able to build their teams up, to reduce hospitalizations, being able to have huddles with their teams. If you're having CNAs come in, you want to have expectations that they have good patient outcomes for their residents, that they're able to keep their residents engaged. And overall, you may have expectations for your whole team to reduce falls and incidents and increase our safety. But when you're implementing these performance expectations, be very clear and concise and let them know what you need in your building, and also be an example of having those clear and concise expectations for yourself and your management team. Because our team members are watching what we do and are watching what our management team is doing also. You want to implement effective staffing strategies. So you want to kind of make sure that your staffing levels are meeting the requirements of your company and also your regulatory requirements. There may be times when you have some extra staff, and sometimes when you do that, utilize the extra staff to be able for them to empower some of the little small tasks you weren't able to get done when you were working short staff or when you didn't have enough minimal staff. Look at different staffing models. And that's something that I want to go over further with you as we continue with our video sessions, that you understand staffing models. And I want you to be able to highlight how to do your scheduling and have flexible options for your team members. You want to improve and monitor your staffing performance. And the way you could do that is asking for feedback. A lot of us may be a little bit nervous about getting feedback, but sometimes feedback is truly necessary. You want to be able to get that feedback to see where you're at, where are the things you need to improve on, and what you can do for the next level. You will also want to be able to keep up with your performance evaluations and having those conversations with your team. Get out on those units and talk to your team. Have those conversations with them. See how they're doing. Just have them brief conversations and see how they're doing, what you need to do to help them, and what you need to do to strengthen your relationships with them and how you can be more effective for them. We are having a staffing strategy challenge for our directors of nursing. The event's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks, where we're going to be able to talk about different strategies to help directors of nurses long-term care. It's going to be a 3-day challenge where you're able to get staffing strategies made easy for director of nursing to help you be able to put processes in place to retain and recruit your staff. I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. At the end of this video, there's a link where you can click the link and you can get on our wait list for our wonderful event. The event's going to be 3 days, an hour to hour and a half each day, talking about how we can help directors and nurses increase their retention, increase recruitment, be able to have better engagement and connections with their team, and be able to have better outcomes for the residents. I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity to be able to join this challenge, so you can get some strategies to help you be a more impactful director of nursing with your staff, and also being able to help those staff members who are on the verge of burnt out because they've been working short for so many days. And I know as a director of nursing, you've had to cover different shifts and you had to cover open positions. So we want to be able to get you to the point that you don't have to do that either. Learn some of those staffing strategies. When you put the performance, as you continue to learn about different strategies that can help you be more impactful, and you're setting clear performance expectations, you're implementing staffing strategies that can help your staffing work, and then you're monitoring and improving your staff performance, that is going to give you a chance to be better recruitment and retain the staff that you have. We have some good staff members in our buildings, but some of them are burnt out, and we have to be able to retain them. In order to retain them, we have to get over our burnt out and be stronger for our teams and find different ways to implement staffing strategies to help them get through their days and give the quality of care that we all know that they can do. You want to empower your team. You want to be able to engage your team. And most of all, you want to be able to support and elevate your team. In order to do that, you want to learn these strategies. You want to be able to put these processes in place that you'll be able to recruit staff. You'll be able to retain the staff that you have. You'll be able to close some of those open positions and even realize what positions you do have open. And that's going to come with building different relationships with different people within the staffing journey. I hope these little tidbits were helpful for you. And please don't forget to sign up for our 3-day event. Get on our wait list. It's coming soon. That your staffing strategies made easy for long-term care directors and nurses. And I hope these little tidbits can help you take you to the next level and help empower your team.